The other day, my friends and I went a little trek to a very nice pub in Hepton Ridge. And we were there, you know, and we had a designated driver, whose name I forget. Anyway, he wasn't drinking, so we were, you see. So we had a few, you know, jars of very, very nice Yorkshire ale, you know, or some such. And anyway, towards the end of the evening, I noticed that in the corner of the pub, you see, was one of those ATM bank cashier machine things. And I thought, ooh, this looks good. So I had a little look at it, you know, peruse. But I noticed, you see, cunningly, that if you take cash out of it from your bank account, that they charge you a fee. And I thought, the cheeky buggers. Anyway, but in addition to this fee-paying cash withdrawal service, you could also get a free balance check, you see. And I thought, well, that's a good idea. So I put my card in, you know, and my PIN number. And when the screen came up, I pressed the key for free balance check, you see. And I waited. And the thing looked at me. And I looked at it. It looked at me a bit more, you know. Anyway, then it spat out my card, which I put back in my wallet, you see. And then, a few seconds later, it produced a little slip of paper that came out of a little slit near the top, you know. And on this paper it said, "You are about to fall over, you doddery old git." And the thing is, it was correct. The other day, I was out and about in my car, you see, driving around rural Yorkshire, you know, which is where I live. Anyway, we had a bit of a trek, you see, into York. And on the way there, or the way back, or something, we were driving past Selby, you see. And I noticed, you see, that this farmer was having a bit of a sale, you see, because he had a sign outside his farm that said, for sale. And it said, for sale, automatic egg vending machine, you see. Clearly he'd forgotten the word for hen. The other day I realised that in all my time in living here in rural Yorkshire, that I'd never been to Barnsley, you see. Imagine that, living in rural Yorkshire and never been to Barnsley. So I went to Barnsley. The other day, we went to the Dales, you see. You know, because living in rural Yorkshire gives you access to the wonderful diversity of countryside that we have, you know. And the Dales are some of the most beautiful areas of rural Yorkshire. So we went over there, you know, we got there to the village we were visiting, you know. And we parked up, and I got out and I said, you know what, I love it here. It's great. And I sort of opened my arms to the sky, to declare to God and all and sundry, you know, the state of my feelings about this. And I shouted out, I love whores. I can't get enough of whores. The great thing about whores is just the good value for money you get with whores. And my wife Barbara, she's a psychiatrist. She said, Hugo, stop being a silly bugger. And I thought I was just, you know, I was just trying to increase the tourism. The other day my friend Nobby Nibbler, not his real name, came round with a DVD, you see. He said, why don't we watch this DVD? I said, what is it? He said, it's XMen. And I thought about this, and I thought, well, this is breaking new ground, you know. To have a film that's, you know, that's purposely made for the, you know, the transgender minority, you know. It could do for them what East is East did for the, you know, the South Asian minority. Anyway, so I thought, well, this is good, you know. I like the fact that they made a film, you know, about, you know, people who have transgendered and made that sort of, you know, that progress from male to female, you know. And it's good to build up empathy, you see, on our behalf, so we understand a bit more about what it's like to go through that particular experience, you know. So yeah, X-Men's really good. Anyway, so we put the DVD on. And I said, what's the advice? It's about these people, you know, who are fighting against evil, you see. So, oh, evil, is it? Yes, it is. Evil in the guise of Sir Ian McKellen, you see. And I said to Nobby, I said, well, I've seen him, actually. I've seen him at the National Theatre, playing Richard III. And he was very evil. He went around murdering everybody, you know. So it's good that these transgender ladies are going to take him on at his own game, you see, and going to put a stop to all that business. Anyway, so the film started, you know. And I discovered that that the title of this film was a misnomer. Because, you know, it was that Australian geezer with the big sideboards, you know, like mutton chops, you know. And that bald geezer from Huddersfield, you know, the one who boldly goes, or whatever. Anyway, I said to Nobby, I said, they're not transgender females. They're blokes, you know. They're fellas. I don't know if I should be watching this, you know. I thought it was one thing and now it's another. He said, shut up. So I did. And we watched it. It was actually very good, you know.